the conclusion from our deep dive is a little surprising because the best answer might just be you don't have to pick one. Okay, so the theory is great and all, but how do they actually perform on tasks we do every day? Let's do a quick head-to-head showdown and see which tool comes out on top for a couple of classic developer jobs. First up, the blank page. You're building a totally new feature from the ground up. This is all about creativity, experimenting, and getting that instant feedback to see if your crazy idea is actually going to work. For this kind of creative, iterative work, the winner, hands down, is Cursor. And the reason is pretty simple. It's all about flow. That inline, real-time feedback is just perfect when you're in the creative zone. You want that immediate conversational back and forth as you're exploring different approaches. And that's exactly what Cursor's pair programmer vibe is built for. All right, next scenario. A much, much bigger beast. Taking a whole legacy code base and migrating it to a new language or framework. This isn't about one file. It's about understanding how hundreds of files all fit together. And for a massive job like this, there is no contest. The winner is absolutely Claude Code. Its ability to just hold a gigantic amount of context in its head and see the project as one single thing is, well, it's a game changer. It sees the entire forest, not just the individual trees. So it catches those tricky dependencies and issues between files that a more granular approach would just completely miss. So, after all that, what's the final verdict? Which one should you go with? Well, the conclusion from our deep dive is a little surprising because the best answer might just be you don't have to pick one. Let me just break it down for you. You should probably choose Cursor if you love that immediate visual feedback right inside your editor, if you need predictable monthly costs, and if most of your work is that creative, iterative building. But you should choose Claude Code if you live and breathe in the terminal, if you're tackling those huge code-based migrations, and if you want an agent that can work with maximum autonomy. And, of course, we've got to talk money. Cursor is pretty straightforward, a predictable subscription, about $20 a month. Claude Code is pay-as-you-go, which could be cheaper if you use it sparingly, but can definitely get more expensive for power users. So the smartest play might be to use Cursor as your daily driver and then call in Claude Code for those big, heavy-lifting weekends. And really, this is what it all comes down to. The whole debate is shifting. It's not about if AI is going to change software development anymore. That ship has sailed. The real question for every single one of us is how are you going to adapt your own workflow to use this incredible new power? How are you going to blend the strengths of these different tools to make yourself a better developer? That's the puzzle we all have to solve now.